Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Thursday, January 11th, 2018 at 16:35 in the afternoon Eastern Time. How do you like my crooked glasses? I can't get these to sit straight, and seeing as how I can see with them, I guess that's just the way they're going to be, isn't it? God bless us all. Yeah, it's the dilute wine. The land of the dilute wine. I just started my next to last box. So, I mean, I'm good for another week. Regardless of the kind of weather we're going to get, I'm all set. Plus, I got plenty of food. So, by the grace of God, assuming the power stays on, and if it doesn't, then if I can fire up the generator, we should be moderately okay. Again, by the grace of God. Since I last talked with you shortly after midnight today, there's always something on the go here at the Joe Kersey Island of Peace. There have been some developments with my the military guy that was talking with me, and I want to particularly thank Paul Armstrong, who you really ought to look at his channel. He's got a great channel, and his husband has a very nice wine channel called Virginia Wine Time. I mean, you really want to look at those. So Paul Armstrong and Virginia Wine Time. But he took the time to write and leave a very nice long comment about the thing I put up here this morning, early morning. And his dad was in the military. And as I understand it, they kind of moved around a bit when he was younger. And his opinion was that this was a scam. But unlike a lot of people that basically will leave a comment and say, "Joe, you're an asshole. It's a scam. You're a fool. You're a dumbass." You know, he didn't do that. So I have a lot more respect for that. On the other hand, I'm the one interacting with the guy during the day, which I was today. He's, he's literate. He's using all of the right terminology. He may be the real deal. I mean, I think there's probably a much, like a well over 70% chance this guy's probably the real deal. I've asked him some questions I knew he couldn't answer, and he didn't answer them. I.e., meaning he didn't make up something to tell me. Because I know there are certain things these guys can't talk about, particularly when they're on deployment. Subject-verb agreement's a big thing for me. Use subject-verb agreement. And admittedly, any claims he makes to me are unverifiable at this point. Sort of trying to figure out, trying to find him on the internet, and with a name like he's got, there's no way I'm going to find him on the internet. I'm just not. He says he's not on Facebook. Well, good for him, good for him in a way, I guess. No way you're going to find a guy with that name on Facebook either, because it's like there's got to be about 80, 90, 200 of them or more. It's like the gymnast that I fooled around with here about 3-4 years ago, calling himself Andrew Johnson. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, the 17th president of the United States, but also like, maybe like 300, 400 people on the internet named Andrew Johnson. Whereas his actual name was unique. I mean, he was the only one on the internet named with his name. That's not going to be the case for this guy. I just went down and got the mail. The fog is rising off the creek. It's been raining most of the day. We had a little bit of a break in the rain, so I went down and got the mail, which wasn't all that much, as opposed to when I went down earlier today after I got back from the post office, or just before I went to the post office. It was a huge pack of crap, including these damn mailers that the stores, these newspaper print mailers, and of course, about half of them fell out from under my arm on the way up the driveway to go into the house. Most of which I could track down, others of which I just was like, fuck it, they'll rot somewhere, and that's it. I sure wish they wouldn't do that. I got thinking, I have never in my entire life bought anything from one of those flyers that have been left in the mailbox. I've bought some stuff off the internet, stuff that comes in, the emails. But I know where I like to buy. I know what stores I like to shop out. Don't badger me about it. Don't send me this crap. Don't make me have to walk up, carry it up, walk in, throw it in the trash can, carry it back down, have the trash guy collect it. Not to mention the poor trees. And I left a comment on that in the Wall Street Journal today on this, because that's what prompted this. There was an article about it was advertising flyers. And I basically said this, what I just said to you in the comment, the guy, and I knew somebody was going to say, well, the trees are going to die anyway, it's a renewable resource. Well, and that's very true. But I would rather be able to look at the trees while they're alive, rather than have them cut down to be ground up into pulp to make paper that's just going to be thrown away. I like oxygen, and trees make oxygen. Trees make oxygen. Maybe that'll be the title for the video. Trees make oxygen. Well, they do. Take that, all you carbon dioxide worshippers. But to get back to the tale here, so we went back and forth, not continually throughout the day. I mean, obviously the guy's got his duties, and they're 8 hours ahead of it. In theory, assuming he is where he says he is, they're 8 hours or 7.5 hours ahead of us. Okay, fine. I finally did ask him for another picture of himself, and he sent me a picture of himself. It was just a very nice picture. He's just lying in bed with just he's all covered up just about here. It's fine. It's all very tasteful. And you look and there's an American flag on the wall, and there's another, that's clearly an upper bunk on the across the way. So maybe there are like 4 guys in a room. I don't know. I mean, it looked more or less realistic. I mean, I know the U.S. military is really good at building, for their fixed bases. I don't know, maybe this is inside of a damn shipping container. I mean, my nephew said he lived in a shipping container, was battalion commander for, about 6 months, on one deployment. So I don't know. This didn't look like any shipping container inside of a shipping container, no matter how they had spiffed it up. Anyway, we talked. I guess apparently he's going to get. He says he's going to get out toward the end of March. Not out, but he's going to get home. Now they give him. I know these guys get 30 days leave after they get home from a deployment. And he says he wants to come see me. I said fine. At least meet. Might work out. Might work out great. Fuck. Might not. Who knows? But I can't say until I actually, lay eyes on the guy and, have contact with the guy. I mean, just, I'm open to pretty much anything if things work out, but I can't promise anything at all, So, apparently he lives near Austin. Well, I said, well, hell, maybe I'd go down, I'd go down to Austin with you, and we could drive. You don't have to fly or anything. We could drive. He said, yeah, sure. Well, that'd be great. I mean, I've always wanted to go to Austin anyway. Everybody who's ever been there has told me that's a great town, in terms of like the music stuff and everything, And then I asked him, I said, are you out? Are you out to your unit? And he said, not to the unit, but I am out to my commander, to my commanding officer. And he said, now he says, I don't know if he did or not, but he says, in fact, I told him about you earlier today. Well, fine, I don't mind. I mean, good. I'm glad, get this shit out in the open. I mean, I can, it's going to be so much easier now to not have to fucking live a damn lie like a deep cover spy like I did. I mean, if he's telling me the truth, he sounds he sounds truthful. Well, of course, somebody's going to say, well, all these sociopaths sound truthful. And I know they do. Listen, I was involved with a sociopath for a long time. I know, not Paul. That's not Paul. That's somebody else. Not sexually, but just it's kind of like a business relationship. I understand. They are some of the most believable people you'll ever meet. And there's no way to tell. So, except after a long road of woe and lament. But I don't know. I don't think this is going to be the case with this guy. But maybe, I hope I'm not wrong. Hope I'm not wrong. I'm traveling hopefully with an open mind and a wary eye. Trust but verify, as Ronald Reagan said. Actually, that's a Russian proverb, actually. But Ronald Reagan liked to quote it. Or the English translation of the proverb. He says he's jealous. I said, well, hell, I'm jealous. I said, I've thrown phones through walls. I ripped a screen door off once because I was jealous. I said, you're preaching to the choir here, bud. So. Let's see here. I don't want to read you too much of this stuff, and it's all very clean, really. It's I'm not going to go there. So it's technology is interesting. It lets the heart race way ahead of the head. Technology lets the heart race way ahead. That might be another title for this video. I asked him if he's on Facebook. He says he's going to create one when he's free. Well, if he has any sense, he won't. But on the other hand, it'd be fun to be able to see stuff from him. We'll see. Apparently he was kind of like orphaned when he was 19. Now, again, this is what he told me. He was orphaned when he was 19, and both of his parents were killed in a car crash. And so his uncle raised him, well, he was 19, so he's basically, getting ready to go off and be an adult. Anyway, hell, he was an adult at that point. And I don't know when he joined the military and how that decision was made and so forth. But, I mean, assuming you don't get killed or maimed or severely wounded, and that's not the worst thing that can happen to you. I have the total utmost respect for guys that do that. Witness my honorary nephew Ed. God bless him. And the guys he trained, 60 plus more of them that did not come back. Can't make light of that. Not at all. And I hope I never have done here in my remarks. Well, anyway, so we'll basically see what this guy's like when I meet him, if I do meet him. I don't think there's any reason I might not. You just have to see. Yeah, really. So that's been my day thus far. Let's see here. We're at 16:50 now. I don't really. I got some food out ready to sort of. I'll warm up later on here around 6:30, 7 o'clock and eat. And I did pay my taxes today. I did write my tax checks, and I did run them over the post office, as well as the printed off prayer list copies for the folks that don't have, they have, have computers, but they don't want to print off the prayer list on their own computers for whatever reason. So I just print them off on mine and mail them to them. Which I'm glad to do. I mean, that's fine by me. I mean, people did that for me before I had my computer, So why wouldn't I do it for them? Okay, I think I may watch Godfather 3 tonight and screen record it. For $3. That might be the night's entertainment, so we'll have to see. All right, I'm going to say bye-bye YouTubers on this one.